Hey gang, it's Tom Zeeb, and in today's quick video, I want you to meet one of my very successful students, Dominic Mason, and we're going to walk you through a recent deal that he did and pull out the lessons so that you can learn too. Stay tuned. So Dominic, you recently did a deal, and I like to call it the Disney deal.
Yes.
So tell us the basics of the Disney deal, and I specifically want to know kind of what were you frustrated with at the beginning? How did my training help you fix that? And then tell us, and I want to extract the lessons out of the deal so that everybody can learn from the Disney deal.
Sure thing. So probably the things that were frustrating me the most about my real estate business was I was not marketing. I was not getting leads in. I wasn't doing that thing. So coming from the boot camp, I started implementing the marketing campaigns. Exactly what you had in there. Just got the postcards, started mailing them, got the mailing lists, started doing it, ran through the scripts, used your contracts to sign the deal up, got it through to closing, and then started with the rehab process.
Tell us some of the numbers on the deal. How did you how did you find it? How did you negotiate it? There's usually a crazy funny story to go with it too.
Yeah, so the gentleman called me, and he had was a union firefighter working in Washington, D.C. When he retired early at 51, 52, like firefighters do, because they get in their time. He hated Washington, D.C. so much, he got up and left and bought a house in New Hampshire. Just left his single-family house in Woodbridge, Virginia, that he had built in 2005. Just left it.
It's not that old.
No, not old at all. So it was a beautiful house. It's just been vacant for 2 years. He kept meaning to come back down.
2 years
for
of vacancy. Okay.
2 years of vacancy. He kept meaning to come back down and fix it up to get it ready for sale. But he never found the time to get down from New Hampshire because he was doing his life up there. So he eventually got the postcards, called us, and we started negotiating on different opportunities. We presented, I was part of the Traction phone call club every month. So we were
the Traction control program, right.
Thank you very much.
Got it.
And we were talking about that one night. I asked you, how do we best go about presenting these offers to them? So I typed up in the email like we had talked about, presented them 3 different offers. One was an all-cash deal. One was partial cash with terms, and the next was just a opportunity to sell his property on the retail market.
Got it.
So he actually chose the middle one, which was the middle amount of money that he got, but a little bit more risk for him because he held a $100,000 note on the property for us. Okay. So we only had to borrow $225,000. So the total purchase price was $325,000.
Right.
We then ended up putting $28,000 into it.
Got
and
it.
sold it for $428,000.
Nice.
Yes, we made a nice profit on it, even after paying back our private lender and covering all the other expenses that were associated with it.
So why am I referring to it as the Disney deal? Tell us the Disney. Everyone's curious.
Yes.
We want to know about the mouse ears angle of the story.
It was actually, so what happened was we had a very tight timeline. With working with the property, when we purchased it, we knew it was a quick turnaround for the rehab. But unfortunately, we knew that probably the most likely buyers were going to be either an FHA or a VA type of buyer. So we knew with all the great stuff that Dodd-Frank put in front of us that we could not turn it around as fast as we actually wanted to. So part of the negotiations was we actually purchased it, gave him a month lease back time to move his stuff out that he wanted to. Still left a 30-yard dumpster full of stuff in there. We did the rehab, started September 1st, finished the rehab, and got it on the market right at the end of September. And we had already had a family vacation planned to go to Disney. We were leaving Wednesday morning, so I got everything on and put it on the market on Tuesday. So it all got launched out to that. We started getting showing requests Tuesday night. Ladies saw it Tuesday night. We're in Disney that first day on Wednesday. We had flown down to Orlando. We were actually at Epcot. We were just about ready to go in and meet the Donald, Daisy, Mickey, and Minnie.
Of course.
And I got the first text where it's like, hey, we want to make an offer on the property. So great. So I start looking at it, communicating with them via text and email, and then I got another person says we're submitting an offer. So we got now 2 offers, and I got a third person saying, hey, we're coming in to look at it to make another offer on it. So this is all occurring on Wednesday and Thursday as I'm at Disney, either between Epcot and the Magic Kingdom. And Friday I called for final and best, got all the final and best offers in on Friday afternoon. We reviewed everything. I actually went back to one of the buyers who was actually a lower offer price, but had the better offer as far as terms and conditions and
That's
things
important.
of that nature. There was no type of home purchase or home sale contingency, things of that. So I went back to them and said, well, will you meet the highest offer? And so I countered that. It wasn't the best. It was the best offer, but not the highest. I got them to be the best and highest, and we got everything done. Did all of it via my phone. Hit send back to them. They replied back on Saturday afternoon as we were leaving Animal Kingdom that day, and it was a great day.
Nothing wrong with that. Now tell me, because I know there's two main things that we aim for at the Rapid Cash Generator Bootcamp. One of them is money, and the other one is time. Right? We're all mortal. We have a limited amount of time, right? I mean, it sounds funny, but it's true, right?
It is.
Time is more valuable than money in a way. So, did you feel like this imposed? Because I know I teach a lot, like, hey, do your deals from anywhere, and how to do it, and how to go about it, and we have entire frameworks for that. But some people go, wouldn't that kind of ruin my life? Doesn't that? Did this deal feel intrusive? Did it take any time away from the family?
No, I mean, it gives you more time.
Yeah, you were at Disney after all.
I was at Disney doing a deal where we made $48,000.
So it paid for Disney?
Oh, and then some. So, I mean, let me add it up here in my head real fast, but I would say probably total invested into the deal somewhere, because I used a contractor this time.
Yep.
Previous deals, I've done the work myself.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to the
That's
contractor route. So probably total all over into the deal, I would say maybe 100 hours.
100 hours for $48,000.
Yes.
I like those kind of numbers.
Yeah.
and
really
taking
well.
all offers and pushing for highest and best at Disney, somewhere between the Magic Kingdom and Epcot, maybe on the monorail. Yeah, it's not bad.
Do deals wherever you can.
Exactly, way to go.
Right.
Well, good work. What other? Do you have maybe the top 2, top 3 lessons that you got out of doing this deal, and like things that it opened your eyes up to?
Well, I'd say the number one thing is always be marketing. You always have to be pushing the product out there, getting in touch with people, and then when you get to a certain location, negotiate. You'll be surprised that people won't always take the most money. I offered one of the deals I offered to him, he would have made almost $50,000 more. It would have taken a lot more time and a lot more effort on his part. He didn't want to do any of that.
He wanted the clean break.
He wanted a clean
break. Oh,
break.
man, the number of times, people look at me funny because I stress that all the time. The way I find it is, I tell them at the boot camp, don't prejudice yourself to the offer that you think you would take or that you think they're going to take, because you're not them. I don't, all the empathy in the world. You can walk 1,000,000 miles in someone else's shoes, and guess what? You're still not them. You're not going to make the same decision. So if you hadn't made him those other offers, if you had assumed there's no way he'd take 50 grand less, you would have, not been able to do. I mean, that was basically 48 grand in profit at a $50,000 drop.
So yeah, it's negotiating. So negotiated when we bought it, we negotiated with all the contractors, and then negotiated when we sold it. So we made probably more money just by negotiating than anything else in the deal.
You never make money faster than when you're negotiating.
Exactly.
Pure. Awesome. Dominic, good work, man.
Thanks, Tom.
Good work. We're going to give, let's see if we can get a high five. I like it. Thanks, Dom. Everyone, Rapid Cash Generator Bootcamp, check it out. Use the links below. Looking forward to training you too. It's Tom Zeeb and Dominic Mason.
Thanks, Tom.
Signing off. Thanks, Tom.